All right, and good day, and welcome to our Wednesday Boost with your vision and mindset coach, Oliver Blue. And today is Wednesday in the middle of another beautiful week. We just hope that you are giving all your best to show up as your best self every day so that you can enjoy the life that you have, the week that you've been given, the opportunity to show up as your best self, to give the gift of life to everyone that you meet. And so on this Wednesday morning shift, do you know that even when you have your best planned out intentions, when you have made plans, where you have set your intention for a particular day or a particular week or a particular month, that things don't always work out. Some of the best plans don't work exactly the way that we planned them. And so that doesn't mean that having intentions, having plans is not a good practice. It's a great practice. And it's the practice that all the greats, all those who achieve, all high achievers use as a way of life. It's a high level practice. But again, what happens when things just don't work out? They're out of your control. Well, that's what our Wednesday shift is all about. In life, shift happens. Life happens, and some things uh, arise that could seemingly cause anyone to get frustrated or become disappointed, even to the point that people throw in the towel and say, "I quit. This is not going to work for me." Well, it takes persistence in life. That's why it's so important that you have a whatever you're pursuing, that you have a burning desire for it, because it is going to take some persistence. It's going to take getting past some obstacles, some difficulties, and that's why our efforts should always be towards that which we have established as an aspiration, a vision or dream or goal, something that we would absolutely love, that we'll be willing to burn the boats for. That's just the way life is. And so I give you a recent example with us. We had planned our first quarter vision and mindset workshop for March 16th, and had our registrants uh, all ready to um, hit the button on the 16th at 6 o'clock and provide this beautiful workshop that we had put together, this beautiful masterclass on vision and mindset. And lo and behold, all of our technical equipment and our programming for the masterclass, none of it would work on the day of the event. And we spent hours upon hours upon hours trying to get what we had set up to perform in the way that it was supposed to perform. And come to find out that it was beyond our ability to resolve it. It's a software issue that was beyond our control. And so our intention was to have our master class on March 16th at 6 p.m. And we had our attendees all registered and ready to go. But we had to make a decision because life happened. We had to make a shift. And so we decided that the best solution was to postpone the masterclass until a future date, and we did that. I think it was an hour and a half up until the time we were supposed to launch. But again, in life, things happen and you have to know and be prepared to pivot or to shift. Don't get discouraged, but understand that there are some things that are out of our control. Well, the good side of that, and anytime we have those kind of challenges, we said, okay, this is our approach. There's a lesson in this. There's some good in this. So we're gonna find out what the good is, what the lesson is, take the good and the lesson, and then we're gonna forgive the rest. And that's what we did. And so we made a shift, we made a decision, and we pivoted. And the good news is we were able to reopen the registration for our masterclass, and we've got additional people to register. The class has been rescheduled for next Thursday, March the 30th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be sharing, Yolanda and I, we're going to be sharing on the subject of vision and mindset, which are so critical. These are critical components for anyone that is looking to achieve consistently, for anyone that's looking to move in the direction of any aspiration or vision or dream or goal that you have. We're going to be teaching universal principles that are proven, that are timeless, and they will work for anyone. They're not subject to any person, place, or thing. They're not for the few, but these are universal principles that's been given to all of us. And it's basically doing things in a certain way. And these have been proven, they've been repeatable, and they're timeless. And so if you was on the fence about registering for our masterclass, the registration has reopened. If you look in this post, you can find a link to register. We have covered all the costs, but it does require you to register. And so you can click on the link and claim your virtual seat. It's virtual, so you'll be able to experience the masterclass from the comfort of your own home. Or you can go to our website at www.trulyob.com, and you'll find this registration flyer. Just click on it and it'll take you to the registration page. So yes, even though you have made plans, you have good intentions, sometimes life just happens. And we have to know how and when to pivot. It doesn't mean that you're not going to achieve what you want. It just means that there are some obstacles, there are some hurdles that you need to get past. And in those obstacles, in those hurdles, in those challenges, there are lessons to be learned. It's called growth. You are growing. And the lesson is not always quite obvious, but believe me, anytime that you're challenged, anytime that you have to go through something that seems to be challenging, there is a lesson for you to learn in it. That's a lesson for all of us to learn. So anyway, continue this week with your intentions. And if something arises in your day or in your week, just simply shift or pivot. Don't be discouraged. It's all part of life. It's part of the terrain. And when a plane leaves the East Coast headed to the West Coast, their intention is to leave the East Coast and get to the West Coast. And they put in flight plans. But in the course of that flight, that plane gets off course because of weather patterns or other elements that causes the plane to not follow or stay on the course plan that was programmed in. But do you know, ultimately, by the time that plane gets to the West Coast, it gets back on its flight plan, and it makes a safe landing. And that's just how life is. This is your vision and mindset coach Oliver Blue here on this Wednesday shift. Shift happens, but we know how to overcome any challenge that we are faced with. Have a great Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and we'll be back with you on Friday for our Friday sprint to the weekend. Bye bye.